all expected Deadpool and Wolverine to be a smash hit at the box office, but it's hard to believe that a few weeks and even months ago, we were really having the argument, could it be a $1 billion R-rated movie? Because it's only been done once in history. Well, they've answered that question pretty quickly, because now in the second weekend, they have just surpassed any and all expectations that people had. This movie is absolutely dominating at the box office. Deadpool and Wolverine zooms to 97 million, record-making second weekend, hits $824 million globally. So yes, this thing is going to fly by $1 billion. And now, at the end of the day, 1.5 billion, certainly not out of the question for this movie. Elsewhere's Twisters approaches 200 million. M. Night Shyamalan's Trap opens in third place. Blah, blah, blah. Deadpool and Wolverine continue to make box office history and obliterated more records in its sophomore outing, zooming to a better than expected 97 million domestically, the 8th biggest second weekend of all time, and the 5th biggest for an MCU title, for a 10-day North American total of almost 400 million. It fell a scant 53%, and that's the insane part. I expected a better hold than some of these movies we've seen lately. I expected somewhere around a 60% hold, which would have been phenomenal for a movie that opened that high. Instead, we get a 54% drop from the first weekend. To put that in perspective, both the drop and the number is better than Spider-Man No Way Home's second weekend, which that's the thing that I was kind of surprised by. Look at the second week for No Way Home, 67% drop, which it's going to be high when you open that high, especially for these MCU movies when there's so many people who want to get out their opening weekend. Had an $84 million second weekend. Deadpool and Wolverine, 97 million. That is insane. But as much fun as people are having at this movie and as well as it's performing insanely well, it will be the biggest R-rated movie of all time. Already is here in North America, surpassing, I think it was Passion of the Christ that it surpassed, which held the record for like 20 years. Well, some people aren't very happy with this movie, specifically the gays. The gays are not very happy about Deadpool and Wolverine because why, you ask? It was just so homophobic. There was too many gay jokes. You can't make this shit up. Gay jokes in Deadpool and Wolverine spark backlash among LGBTQ plus movie critics. Look at some of these headlines. Deadpool's obnoxious gay panic humor is a tiresome schoolyard taunt. This summer, Deadpool and Wolverine uses the superhero's alleged pansexuality as queer bait, but turns it into a punchline. Thank you for letting me know you're gay, as if I couldn't tell by the picture they use for you. Deadpool and Wolverine called homophobic over gay jokes. What about this one from Out? Deadpool and Wolverine's 5 most boring homophobic jokes by Out News. Well, thank you very much, Mayroot. Holy shit. Maybe she's got a list of fat-phobic ones as well. I'm not sure. But let's get into some of this shit. Marvel and Deadpool and Wolverines is one of the few unqualified hits of the summer, drawing audiences all over the world for its mix of action and R-rated comedy. But one group isn't having a gay old time, and that's the LGBTQ plus movie critics, who are calling out the movie for its numerous gay jokes. Spoiler alert. Deadpool famously kind of does want to fuck everything and constantly makes jokes about it as well. So I know it's crazy to believe, but in a movie where the majority of it is like kind of this buddy cop duo with Deadpool and Wolverine, he's going to make a lot of fucking jokes like that. And it's okay. It's funny. It's all right. You don't have to freak out about it. But gay people are freaking out about it. How dare he use gay people as a punchline? It's not funny. Kind of is. Deadpool and Wolverine features an abundance of gay panic jokes made at the expense of its 2 male superhero protagonists, spandex-dressed Deadpool and his extremely muscular buddy Wolverine. Since Deadpool's sexuality has long been a matter of enjoyable speculation among fans, many viewers are interpreting the jokes as something of an in-joke themselves, taking the franchise ambiguously gay subtext on another often raunchier level. Look at some of these people and how mad they are. The Guardian critic, who we just saw, said that same-sex attraction is thus treated as little more than a gag, neither fulfilled nor corrected by the film itself. It's a taunting akin to juvenile schoolyard homophobia, scarcely remedied by Deadpool himself being queer-identified at this point. The next time Disney dredges up the character, it might be more progressive to draw less attention to his pansexuality. That, or simply let him fuck Wolverine. Here's another one. I snuck away from Fantasia to check out Deadpool and Wolverine, and I wish I hadn't. It's shockingly bad. From the CGI blood to the frat boy gay jokes to the lack of stakes. And there's some things to criticize, and I think there is fair reason to criticize Deadpool and Wolverine for actually story plots, but gay jokes, come the fuck on. Me when Deadpool makes the 5th joke in a row where the punchline is being gay, or I will get canceled for that one. Well, I guess just go ahead and do it if that's how you're feeling. It really rubbed me the wrong way that Deadpool referred to gay people as the gays in the new movie, as if he isn't queer himself. I hate how his cringe is only ever played as a joke and never once sincerely. At risk of getting too moralistic, it's also a movie I think is sincerely homophobic. So the idea that people need to be more normal about the fact that general audience is really going to kick out of the nonstop gay jokes during this cultural moment is very frustrating. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's just so fucking frustrating that people are laughing when someone uses gay people as a punchline. But you know what? It's okay. I think you'll fucking get over it. Deadpool and Wolverine has a chance to become the biggest movie of the year if it does surpass Inside Out 2. And we don't have any other surprises throughout the rest of the year. And most people are having a really fun time with it. Most people think it's funny, but apparently the gays just too upset. You got inclusion. What else do you want? I guess it's not okay when that inclusion is you getting made fun of.